What's up, everybody? This is Scott. Welcome back to another video. In today's video,
hang on. No.
What?
No.
Why are you in my video? What do you want?
This isn't going to work. No. Dude, I can't use any of this footage. This footage is terrible. It's bouncing all over the place. You're shaking the camera like crazy.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of the point of the video. You don't even know what I'm going for.
Look, you're going to have to re-record, okay? I mean, I can't even fix this in post, right? If you want to use a handheld camera like that, you're going to have to use some type of gimbal. There's just no way to...
I mean, something like this? A gimbal like this? So before we were rudely interrupted, let me just go ahead and tell you exactly what I'm going to do in today's video. Today's video, I'm talking about the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. So let me actually, use the gimbal from here on out. In the second generation of their Osmo series, this is the DJI Osmo Mobile 2, and today's video I'm going to tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and whether or not I would recommend it. Here's a real sneak peek though. With the reduced price that they have on the Osmo Mobile 2, it would be hard to pass up, and let me go ahead and tell you why. So the Osmo Mobile 2 got some huge upgrades. They have this weird foamish style case that makes it easier to carry rather than the bag thing that I got. It just feels like it's not actually going to break. It is a weird foam. It's kind of big and bulky when I put it in a bag. Other than that, I love everything about the case. One of the huge upgrades, and the number one thing that I love about the Osmo Mobile 2 is the battery life upgrade. So rather than having the removable battery like you had in the Osmo Mobile 1, this one is a non-removable battery, but you have 15 hours of battery life, and you can even charge an additional device off of this. So it's like carrying an external battery pack with you at all times. Compare this to the 4.5 that you got out of the original Osmo Mobile 2. This is definitely an upgrade that I love the most. It's the thing that kind of set the Osmo Mobile back in comparison to other competition it had, like the Zhiyun, which I still can't say correctly. So one of the biggest differences you'll see right off the bat is like this Osmo Mobile 2 seems to have this plasticky style look, which everybody talks about. Well, I'd rather have the Osmo Mobile 1 because it just looks more sturdy. From a weight perspective, the original Osmo Mobile came in at 501 grams and the Osmo Mobile 2 comes in at 485. So not necessarily that far off in terms of weight. And honestly, the trade-offs that you get from going with the Osmo Mobile 2, in my opinion, pushes it light years ahead of the Osmo Mobile 1. The tripod mount. The original Osmo Mobile had a weird side tripod mount thing, and it just didn't work very well in my personal opinion. I didn't like using it. I had to buy an $8 adapter from Amazon to really even get it to work correctly. But the Osmo Mobile 2 got this right. The tripod mount is on the bottom. Thank you, DJI, you got this right. Finally, you put the tripod mount on the bottom, which was probably because you couldn't remove the battery in this, which is fine. You get 15 hours of battery life. I don't really care. I'm a happy camper. Another thing that I like about it is the price itself. For $129, it is a no-brainer if you're going to film anything mobile, kind of like this. Okay, this is me using the gimbal, walking basically on some type of concrete way out in front of me, holding it out just to kind of show you the stabilization. So far, so good. The Osmo Mobile 2 gimbal itself is actually upgraded in my personal opinion. I don't know if that's actually technically correct because it has the ability to handle a phone in a case with a moment lens with no counterweight. When I did that on the original Osmo Mobile, it just choked and could not handle all that extra weight. The Osmo Mobile 2 had the ability to do that. So what did I dislike about it? One of the things that this thing was touted for was the ability to really quickly on the fly flip into the filming in vertical mode. Facebook. I am not one that likes to film in vertical. I'm not sure why anyone still wants to film in vertical or be in apps like that. But when I have to do it because of the phone that I have to clamp that down on the volume buttons itself. It's just a bit wonky, it's clunky for me, and I don't like it. It's not a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination. I could still get it to work to film in vertical mode. It's just not very smooth. The second thing that I didn't like was the DJI app itself. You can't change the frame rate. I'm not really sure why you can't do that. You can use an app like Filmic Pro, which is actually what I prefer when I film mobile. But if I want to do anything like time lapse or hyperlapse like you've seen here before, I don't have that ability unless I use the mobile app. And the third thing that I don't like is the DJI customer service. It is awful. But as long as your product doesn't break, you should be smooth sailing. If your product breaks, good luck. Customer service is so bad. So here's why I would buy the Osmo Mobile 2 over the Osmo Mobile 1. The first one is the cost. The Osmo Mobile 1 was originally $300. I think it's gotten down all the way to like $199 on some sites. It might even be less than that. The price difference between now and even the Osmo Mobile 2, because of the additional functionality that you get, the ability to pretty easily film in vertical mode. I can mount it so much easier to a tripod. I can mount it to so many other things like a monopod if I want to go get those breathtaking shots for all the mountains that I climb. It's much easier to do that rather than have the adapter that I have to screw onto the side of the Osmo Mobile 1. It's just a mess to have the Osmo Mobile 1. Save your money, put it in your pocket, get the Osmo Mobile 2 if you're filming. So hands down, I would buy the Osmo Mobile 2. Thanks, Greg, for reminding me that every time now I actually have to film with the gimbal, which was the point of the video to begin with. I don't know why he interrupted. So rude. So that's it. That's all I have. This will probably be one of the last videos that you see in this studio. Here in a few weeks, I am moving, packing the family up, moving across town to another home. I will have another studio. We will do a big shebang, me and Greg, when it comes to that. But as always, like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment below, and we will see you next time.